Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some RuneScape, shall we? Sir Theodore, good evening, good to see you. Alright, everybody, sorry about the rocky start. My streaming software kind of had an update, and nothing was working, and I had to kind of just make some changes on the fly, so hopefully things are still working out. Hisago, good evening. It is the dream combo, right? Hermie, good evening. Good to see you. As Sir Theodore just hinted at, we are indeed going to be doing Plague's End this evening. So, we need to go talk to Arianwen in Letya. So let's go for it. I put my inventory just chock full of the items, or many of the items that the quest requires. And we're going to go ahead and teleport, over here and try to make our way to Arianwen. It's always an adventure. I don't think I have any more of that crystal that can automatically teleport me there. I might have that, but I don't recall. So I think it's this way. And then over there, but I might be, off my proverbial rocker. Okay. Well, I fell. Oh, okay, thank you. Other way? Alright. No, I know the long haul. I just thought for some reason I needed to head to the camp and then move east. But it's the other way. Okay. I might really check my bank to see if I have any of those crystal shards left. Would be nice. Alright. One done. Is that it? It's Hyloom. Good evening. Good to see you. Alright, let's go this way. Let's pretend like we'll make it. Let's just have think good thoughts. It's pretty dense, this forest. Oh no. Oh dear. The tripwire. Too smart for me. Almost there. Feeling good, feeling good. Alright, here we go, everybody. Now it's happening. Alright. We're in. They really are. These happy elven children who are skipping around, little do they know of the disaster that waits if they merely step 2 inches out of their own home. Alright, here we go. Dr. Incompetent, well met. I have news. The dwarves have cleared the rock slide in the corridor of light. Now we can sneak inside and see what Lord Iorwerth has done to my beloved city. Can you remind me the event so far? The Iorwerth clan of elves control what's left of Prifddinas, the elf city. The other 7 clans are exiled in the forest. The mourners in control of West Ardoin are actually Iorwerth clan elves. They've been using human slave labor to dig for the Temple of Light, which Lord Iorwerth thinks he can use to summon the Dark Lord. It does make sense. I would come to that conclusion as well, that if I were trying to summon a Dark Lord, I would use a Temple of Light. It's that kind of thinking that leads one to worshiping a Dark Lord in the first place. Like, if you are worshiping a Dark Lord, do you know that it's, like, you have to know that it's bad at that point, right? Like, or do we just mean Dark Lord as in, like, not evil or of evil, but just like a different shade that's darker than the lighter one? So it's okay, but, like, anyway, it's like if you're gonna, like, worship, Voldemort. Well, it's the Dark Lord, Yeah, but he's the bad guy. You just want to be aware of that, right? Yeah, I'm fully aware. Mather, isn't it the death rune crafting altar down there in the Temple of Light? Maybe you're right. Maybe it's the Temple of Light, but it's the death rune crafting. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. All right. Well, let me keep an open mind and not impugn any dwarves or dark lords first. Let's just see what's going on. You infiltrated the ranks of the Mourners, got into the Temple of Light, and reactivated the defenses. That stopped Lord Iorwerth's plan, but the Mourners are still in West Ardoin and they may have a new plan. You also discovered an ancient corridor between the Temple of Light and the Prifddinas Undercity, but it was blocked with rubble. Now my dwarven allies have cleared the rubble, so we have a secret route straight into the heart of Iorwerth-controlled Prifddinas. I want us to sneak into the Prifddinas Undercity using the corridor, find out what Lord Iorwerth is planning, and stop him for good. If you want more info, you should speak to Gwyr in the next room. She's been making a record of events so far, and I'm sure she'd appreciate your help. Okay, let's go. All right, we're going to do it. I accept. The Prifddinas Undercity will be swarming with Iorwerth soldiers. We'll need to disguise ourselves as death guards or mourners, as you call them, in Ardoin. I think mourners is like a great, more euphemistic and gentle title that people can understand. Like, if you called them the Death Guard, I think maybe some of the humans in East Ardoin would be like, Death Guard? Okay, Sir Theodore. Mourners is much more gentle. Like, no, they're just mourning the dead from the plague. And it's tragic. Yeah. I still have the mourner disguise you fetched for me before we visited, so we just need a set for you. I got it. I got it with me. I can teleport us straight to the corridor. Are you ready? I'm ready. Hit me. All right, let me dress up here. Let me get the full shebang. All right, we're looking good. I got a little bit of poison from the traps. So, an issue. I guess I need to probably take off my staff. I don't know if my necklace is going to give me away. I have a really nice necklace, but I'm still a mourner through and through. All right. The door to the west leads to the Undercity. Soon we'll see what's become of the Undercity since the Iorwerth drove the other clans out. Maybe. Anyway, the sounds awkward there. Let's see. Okay, let's go. Let's talk to this guy. While I was clearing the rubble, I found a dead elf with a document on it. Would you like it? Yeah, man. Okay, I gotta free some space. Sure, I'll free the space. I'll eat something. Yeah, give me the thing. Alright, what do we got? This is the Priff report. To whom it may concern, it's an opening letter. We urgently require information. What is the status of the resistance and the threats toward Priff? Many believe the city lost, but the truth is that most of it was reverted to crystal seed form long ago. With the fear of impending attacks from the east and the Dark Lord, many elders sacrificed what power they had to revert the city. This report is carried by a faithful messenger who is stationed watching an ancient route of light between the temple and the Undercity. We have recently noticed this link has been made stronger, as if the temple is active and safe once more. The passage is ancient. It is untraveled in many years, and there is a high risk that it may collapse, but the link's presence is a good sign worthy of this risk. With all hopes, I wish this message finds your hands. With this link returned, hope has returned also. The time has come to rid ourselves of the remaining threats to our once great city, raise it from the ground once more, and restore it to its former glory. Ieston. All right. Ieston peace. You see what I did there? Okay. And we're going in. I gotta wait for this poison. Hey, Ariamwin, do you have any idea where the poison might have come from? I seem to have stepped on a trap right outside the door. It hurt. Okay. All right, we're in. Oh, there's mourners abound. Oh, boy. All right, let's see what we got. An odd-looking person. Ouch. It's pretty judgmental. All right, let's see here. Search the barrel. What you got? You can't reach it. Diabolical. Nothing. All right, fine. All right, we got some mourners. Let's just blend in. You! What were you doing in the storeroom? Oh, okay. First of all, not mourners, Death Guard. We're going to switch over to the new lingo, Death Guard. Second of all, I really need the... I either have double black eyes, I'm wearing a bunch of eyeshadow, or I'm channeling dark magic and my eyes have sunken in. Or maybe I haven't been sleeping. Honestly, I think every batch of new recruits the mayor sends me is stupider than the last. I'm up to my ear points in paperwork, and I do not have time to babysit you. Don't wander off. But the mayor said I'm cool, so don't just stand there gawping. What were you doing in the storeroom? Well, I was gawping at the amount of reserves that we have, just the overflowing supplies. I found a barrel that had nothing in it. Yeah, I was putting this in the barrel, and you see some of these crates aren't stacked as tidily as I might hope, and I was adjusting it. We thought we saw a mouse. Of course there are going to be mice. Why does that justify leaving your post without permission? It might get into the food stores. If you thought it would be a problem, why didn't you tell me? We knew you were busy, so we dealt with it. That's the first sensible thing you said. Hey. Mastercraft, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. We got on his good side. He's like, I like your tone. I'll let you off this time, but don't go wandering into the storeroom again. Maybe some time watching that tedious archaeologist will teach you your lesson. You two can relieve the guards in the next room. Once you've relieved the guards, tell Ieston Edern to hurry. Lord Iorwerth's plan is waiting for him. Wait a minute, Ieston? By Jove, that's the person who signed the document we found. But that elf was dead. Maybe it's a different Ieston. Or maybe they stole that note from Ieston and then got killed? I don't know. Maybe it's Ieston the Second. Or maybe that's just a common name. Right. That's what I'm thinking, Sir Theodore. Alright, let's not bother this guy. Let's go to the next room. There's Ieston. Alright, before I relieve the guards, let me just check this out. A thoughtful Iorwerth archaeologist, a mourner or plague healer, or death guard. Grand library door. A door adorned with the seals of the 8 elf clans. Alright, let's talk to the mourner. You're here to relieve us? About time. This intellectual was boring us to death. We're stupid, you see. Alright, let's talk. More new guards. If you have to be here, please keep quiet. I can't concentrate with guards peering over my shoulder. Now, I'm going to just assure you, Ieston, I can peer over your shoulder without talking. So I will be quietly peering over your shoulder. So I'll satisfy the first command that you gave me, and then the second is a bit of a non sequitur, so we're just going to go with the first, and I'm going to do the second. Hopefully you're cool with that. Let's see. What you doing? Weren't you told anything? I thought Death Guards at least knew the basics. Through that door is the Grand Library. Kiva, good morning. The city of Prifddinas, the real one, not the temporary camp up those stairs, is stored in the Grand Library in the form of a giant crystal seed. Oh, wow. You know, in Superman's Fortress of Solitude, one of the many oddities that he has collected there for safekeeping is this, entire civilization basically in a bottle. It's kind of the same thing. So we're going to see if we grow the crystal seed, if the elves that once populated the city just come back to life, that were, maybe condensed there, or if it's just the skeletal framework of the city, the buildings, but not the people. Or it could be a fancy chia pet. We're going to find out. Lord Iorwerth asked me to find a way to regrow the city without the other 7 leaders. He says he'll provide a source of magical power, and he wants me to prepare the crystal to receive that power. You know what? Funnily enough, I just kind of went on that Superman tangent, talking about the city he's got in his Fortress of Solitude. But in fact, the Fortress of Solitude itself is made from crystal power, crystal magic from his home planet. And maybe it's a similar thing. You want to grow a crystal. With Superman, you just throw that crystal in some water, and it creates a palace. I don't know if we're going to do the same protocol, but I can help you out, buddy. What's the power source? I gather it's something to do with what the Death Guard are doing in the human city of Ardoin. I've heard the phrase Dark Lord in connection with it, but I don't know what that means. I'll tell you what. You want a power source in the other side of Ardoin? Well, it's misery, destitution, and forced labor. So it must be, coming from those constellation of terrible things. What about the elves in this city when it was reverted? They're still there. Oh, okay, this answers that question. Encoded in the crystal. When the city is regrown, they'll wake up as if nothing has happened. I don't know what Lord Iorwerth plans to do about the non-Iorwerth elves. I imagine they'll be given a chance to join the Iorwerth clan. That's a cool chance. Who doesn't want that? The captain wants you to hurry. I'd be able to work faster if I knew what Lord Iorwerth's plan was. How can I work if I don't know how my work will fit into the overall plan? I'm sorry, I know it's not your fault. You probably know less than I do. I like how he's nice. He's like, I'm sorry about that. Let me just kind of walk that back a little. My frustration is meant for a different elf, not you. You're fine. Look, if you want to speed things up, could one of you take my latest report to the mayor in Prif? Or a mayor of Prif? You should do that. I'll stay here and watch Ieston Edern. While you're up there, maybe you can find some information about Lord Iorwerth's plan. That's true, Sir Theodore, that it is Matt singing. But what about that bowl of water that we found in the grave? That used... Maybe that was just to collect the resonance or whatever. Maybe there was no water to it. Anyway, I'm not remembering everything correctly. You should free up an inventory space and talk to this guy again. Oh, he's going to be upset. Okay. Sorry, I gotta eat some food, buddy. I do. I'm actually a professional at that, Sir Theodore. I set up many different wine glasses at different levels of liquid and play Christmas carols for the children every year with those wine glasses. I travel from school to school with my collection. Indeed, Sir Theodore. Did I also mention I'm on a unicycle while I'm doing it? Alright, we got the report. The stairs in this room lead to Prif. Do you think he's going to be upset if I just read it in front of him? Let me see what he says. That's interesting, Hermie. I haven't seen that. Okay, good. I'm gonna imagine, for RPing purposes, I just open this scroll like right in front of Ieston, and I'm like, I'm gonna see if everything here checks out before I deliver this. And I'm gonna be kind of very accusatory. You wouldn't want any secret messages going on that the Dark Lord doesn't know about. To the mayor of Prif, I am making progress and expect to be able to regrow Prif soon. Without a clear understanding of the details of Lord Iorwerth's plan, however, I cannot work as quickly as we would both like. In particular, if I knew the nature of the, quote, power source Lord Iorwerth intends to use, I could save much time. Nevertheless, I will continue to work in the dark and trust that Lord Iorwerth has good reasons for secrecy. Well, that's what the Dark Lord wants, that you're supposed to work in the dark. That's just kind of, you're doing the right thing there. Glory to Lord Iorwerth, Ieston Edern. Alex, good evening. You know what? I've completely forgot that Brighter Shores launched today. Is that free for everyone who owns No Man's Sky? Hey, Marmol, what's up, my friend? Good evening. Good to see you. So glad you're enjoying those. Yeah, Stellaris is an awesome game. Is it free? That's awesome. I can't wait to try it. Well, hey, that's better than No Man's Sky was at launch. Yeah, everybody is like that on day one. They're like, I couldn't get in. I hate this game. 0 out of 10. Okay. Let's see. Which Grand Library? Up the steps. Yep. Yeah, Kiva, I'm excited. Yeah, they're like, this is the tent city of Prif. Now, let's just go back up. Let me walk back a moment. Let me just show you something right here. This'll do nicely. Okay, so remember the question that we had? I know it's ambiguous, okay? And I know I'm biased. I know I've been programmed by society to feel this way. But when your iconography is skull-based, I am questioning your alignment. If all of your motifs are a black banner with skulls in various poses or of various decor, I don't think you're one of the good guys. You feel like a definite baddie. Yeah, it is a baddie. I mean, look at this one. Okay, and this is the tentacle skull without the jaw. Yes, I hope you'll like this one. This one right here, I'm thinking of calling Long Skull, and it's the artist was rendering what happens if a skull was made of taffy, and then you pulled the top of it straight up and put spikes on it, and then this is what if we had kind of a more Lovecraftian skull, and yes, Herbie, it's so good. That's awesome, Alex. Yeah, Kiva, very edgy, right? And then let's see there's another one. Oh no, these are it's a white background with the black skull, and it's easier to see that way. Okay, let's find the mayor. There's a mourner. Oh, they're starving. What in God's name happened here? Is this a helicopter? The gnomes are involved. What is this? Can I just say something? Why is it that every time the gnomes are in on the bad side of things? Like, I know there's probably some good gnomes, but the gnomes are always, like, wrapped up on the wrong side of a lot of the quests that I go into. I'm really suspicious of these gnomes. Like, the gnomes in the maze, that's fine. Maybe the ones in the tree, maybe. But the king is sketchy. Below the tree, we don't even want to talk about that. And then, there was those gnomes that were like building ships to attack humanity, try to wipe it out. And then now, like, or maybe these gnomes are trying to deliver relief. Maybe that's food that they're trying to give, but this guy with the halberd here is not allowing that to happen. Let's find out. Please, we're starving. Why should the mayor get gnomish delicacies when we barely get anything? Oh, it's not relief aid. It's gnomish delicacies for the mayor only. Okay, so this is kind of similar to the rotund mayor of Menaphos. Keep back, everyone. This food's for the mayor, not for general consumption. Give it to us, we're starving. Well, but general consumption wants this. I mean, you don't get elevated to the rank of general just because you're nobody. That's right, Sir Theodore. I thought there was another moment. Yeah. there were gnomes in with the red axe. I gotta watch these gnomes. I gotta watch them. Alright, let's see. There's... What do we got here? We got some riffraff and... Well, let's go find the mayor. His probably going to have the nicest tent. Yeah, this big luxury tent back here. The palatial tent. You know, I got to say, there's a nice variety of tents here in... Tent Priftanas. Yeah, Admiral Procurement. We need him for sure. Look at this. More of these skulls. Okay, let's go in. Wow, this isn't even a tent anymore. This is just an embarrassment of woodwork. Oh. Corporal punishment's a really good one, Sir Theodore. I hadn't thought of that. Now, I'm just going to make some more comments here because, you know, why not? Nick Man, good morning. Whenever you get cookies, at least me, I'm going to speak for myself, which I always do. Whenever I get cookies off of one of these double-tier cookie trays, like with the elevated shelf, it just makes the cookies taste better. Like, it could be the cheapest cookies out there, but if it's got this, like, multi-tiered conveyance, oh my goodness, through the roof. Sometimes, you know, the container really makes the dish. Now, there's a nice assortment. It looks like there's a gnomish cocktail here. There's a pie just kind of cooling on this tablecloth. There is just apparently an entire drumstick there's a section of this pie missing. The plate is clean. And these look like some kind of, cream-topped or maybe meringue fruit delicacies. Oh, yeah, the fancy stuff, the paper. Oh, yeah, Sir Theodore. Mather, I'm telling you, when in Rome, you put that spice on the top, Mather, that special gnomish spice, I'm sure it tastes good. Nickel, good evening, good to see you. All right, let's see. This is... Oh, the mayor's back here. Okay. Oh, well, it looks like a lady, and she's not rotund. She's just a gourmand. Okay, fine. Ooh, I need that master plan. Darn, how do I distract her? Good day, soldier. Have you got something for me? Whatever it is, it can't be more boring than this latest draft of Lord Iorwerth's master plan. You should be grateful it's above your clearance level, so you don't have to read it. You've got the master plan? Oh yes, I know there's a rumor that his plan failed when the Temple of Light's defenses came back on, but it was only a minor setback. The details of his new plan are right here on my desk. And what a desk it is. You've got plenty of parchment, quills aplenty. I see some very nice engraving along the surface of this. It's fantastic. Now, although, if you're using this desk as a writing surface, and these are indeed recessed engravings that make the surface no longer flat, that's going to complicate matters, but maybe you have a really nice ink blotter or something underneath this scroll. I'm the only civilian who's allowed to read it. It's being kept strictly secret. If it were to fall into our enemy's hands, it could be disastrous. Hey, Stizzy, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Actually, you know what? Thank you for reminding me of that. I had another viewer in chat talking about that game too, the Black Grimoire Cursebreaker. And I even meant to write it down, and I forgot. And thank you. I'm going to just type it right here so I don't forget. I'm always excited. Oh, and Bright Shores. Thank you for that. Oh, cool, Alex. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. All right, great. Well, exciting. I've got a report from Ieston. Another one. Let me guess. He's complaining about not being able to see the master plan. That is basically the whole report. He should count himself lucky he doesn't have to read Lord Iorworth's tedious writing. Anyway, he's too much of a risk. These intellectuals are always putting their own crazy ideas over loyalty to help the clan. If he saw the master plan, he might refuse to help, and then where would we be? Oh, okay. Cool. Nick, man, we were just talking about that earlier. You know what? Number one, I completely confused Brighter Shores with Firewatch in my mind. And so I was thinking it was the new game from the No Man's Sky team, Hello Games. It is not. It's the new RuneScape game. So I totally twisted that up. Either way, I want to check it out. Is it full release, or is this just that's what it is? There you go. Now I'm completely out of my element. It's no lights fired. That's what it is. Thank you, Alex. Is Brighter Shores full release, or is this like an early access beta experience? Okay, thank goodness. So it's not intended to be full release. Oh, thank you, Sir Theodore. So it's pronounced I.O. Worth. And Firewatch is also good. This is great. I'm getting a lot of good suggestions. This report should keep me busy until my lunch arrives. I see a lot of, well, these are just treats, I guess. I'm expecting a shipment of gnomish foods from Arposandra. I simply can't subsist on the same muck the common people have to eat, you know? I totally understand what you mean. If you want to be useful, you could go and check it up on it for me. I don't want to have to go and check myself. They might kill me in the streets. Okay, cool, Alex. Thank you. The mayor takes the report. Naughty Death Guard. You know you're not allowed to touch that. I like how the mayor just laughs. I know, Alex, every time I log on to Steam, I see that you're playing that. I can tell it's clawed you. That's exciting. Oh my goodness. You know what else is exciting? I didn't notice this, everybody. Look at the rug. This rug is full on stretch skull motif. We've got 4 quad skulls. Very, very nice. Looks like I can't walk up that spiral staircase. All right. So we need to go get the food. Yes, Nickel. That's what it is. So, I'm sure there's a good explanation. More than one. We already destroyed one tent city of elves with exploding and incendiary cannonball work where we deposed the king's brother. Or murdered the king's brother. And then this is another tent city of elves. And then Letya is not tense, but it still looks rather temporary. Are all of these elves just basically SOL because their city of Prif got turned into crystal? And how long ago was that? Okay, so that was just the army of humans, not elves, right? So that was a different tent city. Human tent city. This is elf tent city. Okay. Because I don't know about you. If it's more than a year, I'm going to be honest. I'm just for myself. If it's more than a month, tents ain't going to cut it. Like, tents are kind of charming. I enjoy camping. But if you're talking about extended sleeping arrangements, and I'm in a forest, we're chopping down some trees and I'm making a house, a log cabin, something. Well, Kiva, I thought, it might just go right in that direction. See, that's what I'm talking about, Sir Theodore. I totally understand that, but now Nickman is saying 2 whole ages. So ages, I'm just going to say, are longer than months. And that seems like a long time to be living in some tents. Keep back, everyone. No, I got it. I got the note. The mayor wants you to distribute the food to the crowd. Oh, this is hilarious. Really? Well, if you say so, then there is not going to be happy. I'll sleep easier tonight knowing these people got something to eat. Okay. Food distribution to the crowd. Praise Saren for the mayor. I've never eaten food this good before. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to have these once starving elves just wandering around in front of the mayor's tent, like popping worm cookies into their mouths and kind of like stumbling and all tipsy from the cocktails they've consumed. It's going to be quite the scene. You shouldn't drink on an empty stomach. I hope my food arrives soon. The guards are distributing it to the crowd. What? This is unacceptable. That food is mine. The common elves have no right to touch it. That's right, they don't. They're touching it. They're doing more than touching it. They're eating it. Stay here. This is an outrage. Perfect. Give me that plan. You take it. Excelente. The document is long and obscure, but you notice a prominent phrase, large-scale conversion of quasi-elf resources into necromantic power. Okay. I'm not going to say I told you so, but I am going to say, when I see skull motif, necromancy seems pretty in keeping with that. I am not peeking. Wasn't that guy we tried to kill but weren't able to kill underneath the minigame, who has like a kind of a skull with a scarf for a head and glowing eyes? Wasn't he also channeling necromantic power, or was that just souls? Yeah, the nomad was he just getting the souls, and that was a different kind of necromantic Maybe it wasn't even necromancy. I don't know. I don't know how these magics work. All right, buddy, I got it for you. I wish I knew what Lord Ioworth's plan was. I'm about to do it right here, Nick, man. Yes, so do I. I have a document I found. The Ioworth Master Plan. How did you convince the mayor to... No, don't answer that. Let me read it first. The shifty eyes. Oh, the famous RuneScape shifty eyes. This is probably one of my favorite chat box expressions. It's up there with the completely flabbergasted and shocked scream. Eston quickly reads the document. Let's see. Large-scale conversion of quasi-elf resources into necromantic power. Yada, yada, yada. That means Lord Ioworth is planning to murder the whole population of West Ardoin. That makes sense. He was right to keep it from me. If I'd known what he was planning, I wouldn't have helped. Humans are lesser creatures, indeed, but that doesn't mean they have no rights at all. Yeah, this guy says he's really fair. How do you know he's going to kill them? It's in the plan. Large-scale conversion of quasi-elf resources into necromantic power. Quasi-elf is our technical term for humans. They look mostly like elves, but they aren't. Quasi-elf resources are the humans that the Death Guard are controlling in West Ardoin, converting them into necromantic power. That means killing them all in a magical ritual. Yep. It's okay. The vampires are doing that too. Although it's not really a magic ritual, it's more just a blood ritual where they eat them. Humans are really under duress in this game. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of ins, a lot of outs. But it's bad. How will that help Lord Ioworth? Lord Ioworth wants to summon the Dark Lord in order to use his power to regrow Prifddinas. Well, yes, but that's like saying that the machines in the Matrix are just farming. And I guess in a way they are, but when humans are the subject, it gets me all upset, hot and bothered. I don't know what the Dark Lord is, but I gather it's associated with death and with the Temple of Light. Lord Ioworth's initial plan was to summon the Dark Lord using the Temple of Light, but he had to abandon that plan when the temple's defenses started working again. Wait a minute. Tossing things around. What if the Dark Lord is Zamorak? So Zamorak was not around right now, anyway. And I can't even think about that, Hermie. I'm not ready for that. Maybe there's like a false promise that Zamorak has the power to bring back Prifddinas. But I don't really know enough about any of that. I'm just gonna... I mean, the Dark Lord could be Drakon for all I know. Drakon's like, trust me, I'll help you. I had a little bit of a setback, though, on top of a tower. Don't worry about it. It looks like he's now abandoned the Temple of Light plan and is going to summon the Dark Lord using its association with death by killing a large number of humans. That's right, Nickel. So Bilrock was like adding floors and digging deeper and deeper to try to use the power of Daemonheim in some fashion to get Zamorak. And we know that... So this is... I mean, it's so complicated because I have a lot to learn, but we know that Zeros was contacted successfully by the all-red wearing Majorat. And then the question, though, is that, like, is anyone actively trying to reach Saren or Saradomin? I haven't, like, have I done any quests where people need help contacting gods that are on the good end of the spectrum, if we were to, like, create some kind of moral compass? How could we stop him? I don't know. I could stall him for a while, but sooner or later he'll replace me with someone more compliant. Okay, Mather, that makes sense. I know what to do. Dr. Incompetent, it's time for you to get back to Ardoin. Okay, so they feel like they're already in touch. And then, like, the Zeros people felt like their prayers weren't getting through because Zeros had been, like, banned to some other plane of existence by Zamorak in a betrayal. But then we were able to reach Zeros, but Zamorak's out of it. The humans of West Ardoin are oppressed, but they're not completely broken. With the right prompting, they could overthrow the Death Guard. Wait, who are you two? You're not Death Guards. I think we could trust you, Iest, and I'll explain everything once Dr. Incompetent's on his way. Take the Ioworth master plan to Bravek, the warder of West Ardoin, and Counselor Hallgrive in East Ardoin. Explain it to them like Iest and Eddern explained it to us. It's time to start a revolution. Let's do it. Let's start that revolution. Alright, I'm gonna go. Okay, great. Here we go. 1 Ardoin, 2 Ardoin, 3 Ardoin. Alright, let's see here. I need to talk to someone in charge. King Lathis. Yeah, right. Hey, Hiram, good evening. Good to see you. Yep. Still the best quest in the game. I don't know if anything's ever gonna... There's Gimblewap. A gnome. On the inside, eh? I guess I incorrectly assumed that this, Counselor Hallgrave would be here, but maybe he's not here. Maybe he's in a different building. Yes, I remember that. He's at the church. Okay, great. That's actually where I was going to check next. Yeah, there he is. Walking on someone's grave. Shame on you. Hello again, adventurer. What can I do for you today? I need to show you this document. You might want to put the other monocle on the other side of your face. You explained the document to Counselor Hallgrave is as Ieston Eddern explained it to you. Nice, Hiram. This is amazing. I had no idea. If anyone else showed me this, I'd dismiss it as a joke. But I know your reputation. When it comes to your adventures, nothing is too strange to be believable. Could you imagine if someone else did show him this document? Like it was like a dying elf who like was covered in blood and who barely made it through and like with their dying gasp was like, here are the plans. And he was like, oh, this is just some little joke. And he crumpled it up and just like threw it over his shoulder. Yeah, he's like, you don't joke. You are the least funny person I've ever met. If this is correct, King Lathis is in league with the mourners. If I were to go to his people, at best I'd be stonewalled, and at worst I'd find myself in West Ardoin being diagnosed with the plague. I think I could get the army to support your revolution, but not until you're already in control of West Ardoin. Take this proclamation. It'll do no good against the mourners, but when the king's army arrives, show it to them. Okay, sorry, buddy. I gotta eat something. Give me 1 second. I gotta eat that. I got the proclamation. Oh, I can't read it. Okay. I gotta use it. Do you think the proclamation, if I open it up, it just says, kill the person who brings you this scroll? I mean, it's just that simple, Sir Theodore. Now that I have the proclamation, it all makes sense. That's a good question, Sir Theodore. Thank you, Kiva. Oh. Sorry, my friend. Have a good day at work. I'm glad you could stop in for a little bit. Who you? Oh, I've been drinking, but this Wow, look at this guy's bed. Wait a minute now. I need to take a look at this. I remember you. You got me a hangover cure once. What could I do for you now? I need to show you this. I hope you have clean pants on. You explained the document to Bravik as Iestin Edern explained it to you. So that's what's going on. Elves faking a plague to get human slaves, King Lathis in league with them, and now they're going to round everyone up and murder them as soon as their magic crystal thing is ready. Gods, I suspected there was more to the plague than the official story, but this is worse than I could have imagined. You suspected? If you did, then why didn't you do anything? What could I do? People who ask questions always seem to be next to die of plague. It's best not to even think about it. Once you've had a few drinks, you can believe that the plague is real, and the mourners are here to make us all better. I've been drunk for 45 years. We need to overthrow... You suspected? A plague with no symptoms, besides what you'd expect from people starving in a slum? Doctors who never show their faces, people who vanish and we only have the doctor's word they died of the plague? I'm sure it all looks convincing from the outside wall, but in here, of course I'd suspected. All right, buddy. We gotta overthrow him. I'm not the person you need to help you. If I had the strength of character to stand up to the mourners, then King Lathis wouldn't have let me stay in this position. Not to mention that people will probably see me as a collaborator. As far as the population is concerned, I might as well be wearing a plague mask. You're right. That's what everyone's saying. But let me give you a list of names. People to kill. I'm not the sort to start a revolution, but if I were, these are the people I'd get on my side first. This first one here just says the Hamburglar. Are you sure about this list? Oh my gosh. I came with too many items. Got the list. Alright, now I get to do the important part of the quest. Let's just take a look at Bravik's bed, shall we? So first of all, his room... I know, Nickel, I've eaten like 50 today. His room is enormous. This guy's room is larger than... the Duke of Lumbridge, and also actually larger than King Lathis's room. This is just beyond palatial in RuneScape terms. He has, you know, these kind of towers here. I mean, fantastic. And then look at this chair. It's pink. It's got tassels. I'm never really a fan of this kind of leather stud work. It's okay. But it does look rather cozy. But this bed is a real tour de force of craftsmanship. Now, usually you see the drapes all the way across a four-poster, but this is just like, I'd like to keep my head covered and my feet covered, which, that's okay. I know, Zago. I mean, it's enormous, right? And then he looks like he has some Saradomin oriented tassel pillows. Very good. Now, if I were him, I would rotate this end table so that the drawer was reachable by the bed. I don't know why it's faced out this way. Maybe this table is meant for if you're in this room, is the only way I could think of it. It is pushed out from the wall. There's enough room back here to walk. Now, this might have been done by the cleaning people so that they can, have easy access to the sheets as they're changing this bed. Let's look at this area. Oh. So this is where Bravek can really, he could put on his jewelry and check it out at this table. He also has a kind of bureau with mirrors and a larger wardrobe with even more mirrors. This is the self-pampering I love me room. It's all here. Vince, good evening, my friend. Indeed it is. It is online. All right. Just wonderful. Wonderful indeed. You could tell why Bravek really went along with the whole plague thing if he'd been given a setup like this. Elena, Koftik, Ted and Martha, Renison, Nurse Sarah, Jethic, Carla. Tell no one. That's right, Sir Tudor. All right. Carla, we're coming for you. Jethic's right here. Dude, I need you. I'm just a mourner, Jethic. Wink, wink. Leave me alone, mourner. I'm not sick. Okay. Thanks, but I don't accept gifts. But it's your birthday. Alright, Fine. Hello, we don't get many newcomers around here. We would if we tore down the city's walls. Join my revolution. I like how all I do is just change the hat, and this guy's like, yep, not a mourner. That's the first sensible thing anyone's said in a long time. I'll meet you in the church. Let's kill something. Alright, he's in. I need to talk to some people. Oh, that's the head mourner. We gotta get out of here. We gotta bail. Wrong place. Run! I'm looking for Carla. Anyone seen her? There's a woman, and there's a child. And there's another woman. Oh my God. Oh, it's destitute up here. Alright, Carla. These people have been stewing about a revolution, Nick Man, for decades. All it took was one word, one person to get it together. And we're off to the races. Oh, look at that pipe. You go down there, you find Mario. Well, that's a woman. Nurse Sarah, she's in. Hello, my dear. How you feeling? I'd feel better if you joined my revolution. That's a great pickup line, you know? You say that to people, they know you mean business. And that you are completely reasonable and sensible. Exactly, Zago. So it's finally happening. The mourners are the only disease in this city. It's time to eradicate them. I'll meet you in the city, in the church. I like how Nurse Sarah turns from healer into killer. Just like that. It's a good one. Use that around town. Oh, Carla, purple dress lady. I found you. Carla, it's been so long. Oh, Carla. My son fell ill with the plague. Wow. Okay. The mourners came and whisked him away. He didn't even seem ill, but the mourners said that he was infected and had to be taken away to the necromantic death machine. I said sure. 2 days later, the mourners returned and told me he had died. Wow. Yeah, so why don't you help me kill them? We're gonna kill him. So it's true. They killed him? Yeah. I mean, yes. You could count on me. I'll meet you at the church. That was a dark one there, but we got through it. And we've got a new recruit. She's going on the front lines. Alright, let's see here. Whoa, there's a lot of people over here. I think I forgot. This might be the most densely populated, peaceful human area in the entire game. There's more people on these streets than in Varric. People don't really stroll around too much in Varric, though. They tend to stick to the Blue Moon Inn, and that's it. Maybe the museum. Alright, let's see. We need I need somebody else. I need Freddy. Where's Big Fred? You over here, buddy? Wow. This quest is next level. It actually crossed names off the list. Alright. Elena, Koftik, Ted, and Martha. Talk to me. Oh, they're already in the church? Fair enough, thank you. Cough tick is rough. Like, I feel bad for them. Like, they've always had that cough, but now they got the tick as well. Ugh. That's a lot to deal with. Hey, Tape Man. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. I know, I'm excited. Wow, nice, Hiram. Is anybody in the sewer? Just tell me. That kid'll join. Alright, Carla, Jethic, Nurse Sarah, she's already here. The priest? Wow. No. Yeah, I think I do remember that. Wow, that's awesome, Hiram. Ted, Martha, It's me! Hello again. I need your help to overthrow the mourners. About time. Martha, stay here and look after the children. You're not leaving me out of this. You could take care of your sister, can't you, Billy? Yes, Ma. Go get him. Let's go then. We'll see you in the church. I like when bloody uprisings start from the church. Oh, it's the mourners' huts. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be here taking care of my sister. Just make sure you come back. Oh, she's on the other side? Okay. That threw me. I was wondering if anybody was over there. Alright, let's do it. Hit me. We're gonna make it. Local thug. I'm a thug. That's true, but you know, I've really never managed to spread my wings. I've kind of stayed around the area. Yes, I do remember that. For some reason, I'm misremembering. I thought this was her. Maybe she's back here. Jimmy Dazzler. Oh, okay. Right, okay. I was visiting the family, right. That's the parents. Okay, here we go. I know it's you, but please take off that gear if you want to talk to me. You got it. Gear off. Hello, have you discovered any more about what the mourners are up to? Boy, have I ever. Yes, and it's time to stop them. Feels like years since you snuck into West Ardoin to rescue me. I think it actually has been years. Your quest has been larger than I could have imagined. I'll sneak into West Ardoin and meet you in the church. Find me there and we can finish what we started all those years ago. Excellent. All right, almost done. Man, I need Leo. He's got that shovel. Oh, thank you. So he's over by the pass. Okay. I forgot about that. I was like, well, I'm just going to check some prominent locations. Mm-hmm. That's true. Coffee, it's me. Hello, how's it going? I want your help to overthrow the mourners. So your trip through the underground pass has led you back to this. I knew the plague was a hoax, and a hoax like that can't last forever. If there's going to be a revolution, I want to be on the right side of it. You can count me in. This guy's in. We got them all. Let's go meet him. Cranking it. We're all here. Are you ready to tell us what's going on? Yes, I'll explain everything and then we'll strike. It's time you gave these people some answers. The plague is fake. Gasp. I knew it. The mourners are really elves. This one's going to be tough. Yeah, he's totally a Nick, man. He's like, if going mad is wrong, then I don't want to be right. Elves? So that's why they never take off their masks and have those bumpy things coming out of the sides of their heads. King Lathis is in league with the mourners. The king? I had no idea. I did. Didn't I tell you all? Old King Ulthus would never have let this happen. The mourners are planning to kill you all. Okay, this one's going to be a doozy. Surely even King Lathis wouldn't allow that. He would. We've got to strike now to stop him. Enough talk. Let's go get him. Vengeance for the plague victims. Death to the Dark Elves. Whoa, did I mention that? Come on, to the Mourner HQ. Let's burn it down. Alright, let me change into my good duds. I don't need to be a mourner anymore. Let me get the stuff ready just in case things need to happen. Oh. Alright, that's just where the head mourner is. This is the HQ, sorry. Here they are. We're all here. Kick down the door. Sweet. What's sweet is they only need me. Just send me in. They're like, wow, you're really good with magic. Thank goodness you're on our side. I've been meaning to get down here for quite some time. It's me. It is Nick, man. It actually might be my first name. Murder with occasional hero. Head mourner. Ooh. Fancy. Trying to put up a fight. I like it. I think I did, Sir Theodore. Please have mercy. I have a wife and children back in Priftanas. They're eating good. No thanks to you. I have some questions. I'll tell you anything. What happened to the gnome prisoner? Oh, a new mourner recruit convinced me to let him go. He was blindfolded coming in and out, so we can't lead anyone back here. Wait, how did you know there was a gnome here unless you were that new recruit? I thought I recognized your voice. See, I could be merciful. Remember that? I let him go. How were you going to summon the Dark Lord? We were going to find the Temple of Light and corrupt it to summon the Dark Lord, but when the temple's defenses came back online, that became impossible. Lord Ioworth's new command was that we should prepare to kill the entire population of West Ardoin in one event. He left its execution to my discretion. My plan was to herd everyone into a cavern and then collapse the roof. Simple, elegant. It would have been quick, merciful. I was only following orders. Oh boy. The old following orders excuse. Who is the Dark Lord? I don't know. I was just following orders. It said from the Dark Lord. When you get an order from somebody who calls themselves the Dark Lord, you just do it. You don't ask questions. Only the most senior people knew. Lord Ioworth and maybe King Lathus. Enough questions. Please have mercy. Go back to Prif. Tell Lord I'm coming for him. Wow. Okay. I'm thinking, and I'm in a particularly foul mood about this whole thing. This guy's not going to make it. And I'm going to tell you why. This guy was responsible for the decision making to execute, mass murder. I'm sorry, buddy. You have a wife and child, but that doesn't excuse what you did. We did it. We're in control of the Mourner HQ. I made a flag, but I think you should be the one to hang it on the roof. Elena gives you a flag. It's a nice one. The Ardoin Revolutionary flag. Great. All right, let's hang it on the roof. Let me search the desk first. I've been meaning to do this for a while. Yeah, I mean, that's why he had to go, Sir Theodore. I can't let it slide. The desk has a few copies of both the tarnished key and the new key, but as you already have one of each, you leave it alone. All right, I don't need your keys. Let's go to the roof. Let's let them know what we did. We have done it. This revolution was incredibly successful. Oh, yeah, let's rip this thing down. Replace the standard. You hang the flag. Is the flag icon just like a mourner's mask that's just been ripped asunder? Like, just been torn in pieces? That's sweet. We rip the mask in two. If you're like standing out there on the ground and you're like in the mourner costume and you see that icon of the mourner mask ripped in two, you're like, oh, boy, it's getting a little hot in here, isn't it? Let me just kind of throw this costume in the bushes and just blend in with the crowd. You up there, Sir Hugo. You are illegally occupying that building, Sir Edmund. Your titles mean nothing to me, filth. King Lathis commands that you leave the building and submit to his authority. You mean the Dark Lord's authority? Leave peacefully now, and you will find us merciful. Remain inside, and we'll have no option but to slay you as enemies of Ardougne. Look here, Mustache. I just killed everybody in here. My staff is pointed right at you. I've got the high ground. It's over. Sir Edmund, it's over. Well, that's a good point, Tape Man. Wow, looks like we're going wand and orb then, Nick Band. You show Councillor Hargrave's proclamation to the knights. Councillor Hargrave's seal? You up there, stay where you are and don't cause any more trouble. We must go back to the council and discuss how to deal with this situation. What are you talking about? The council has no right to countermand the king. This proclamation changed nothing. That's true, Tape Man. Oh, okay, Zago, thank you. Yeah, my thing about the money is I do have the money, but I also want to buy another, membership year, so I don't want to spend it all frivolously. Also, I've got my level 99 prayer to consider. Ardougne has a constitution. The king rules with the approval of the council. No, the king rules by divine right from the Dark Lord. I mean, the other divine thing. I must go back to the castle and speak to the knights of Ardougne. We will not be commanded by a despot. You're going back to start a coup, you mean? The paladins will defend the king. Yeah, he's got from definitely not Zammy. From some other dark. Never mind. The knights run back to Ardougne Castle. They ran. We did it, Carla. Your son's death is partially avenged. We got some more work to do. He certainly is, Sir Theodore, but this is what happens when you don't ask questions. Sir Hugo had no idea that King Lathis had me kill his brother? All right, Edmund, talk to me. That's tough, Sir Theodore. Adventurer, Counselor Halgrave told us what King Lathis and the elves are really doing in West Ardoin. Now we're fighting for control of the castle. The Knights of Ardoin and the Order of Heroes are loyal to Counselor Halgrive, but the Paladins and Warrior Women are fighting for King Lathis. Wait, Warrior Women? Where's... I mean, heck yeah, let's... I have to kill Warrior Women? Like, I'm all for Warrior Women, but... I didn't know this was a part of it. That's a shame. Can we give them the inside scoop on this one? I think King Lathis knows he's going to lose the battle, and he's going to try to escape. If you want him to face justice, you'll need to get to the throne room. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. I'm going. Go. Make a break for it. I'm in. Sir Hugo, protect me. King Lathis told me what you did to his brother. Prepare to die. I like how he's like, maybe King Lathis was like, he killed my brother against my orders. Me and my bro were buddies. I can't believe what this guy did. King Lathis rules by divine right. A common adventurer like you has no business questioning him. Saradomin will guide my hand as I separate your head from your body. I don't know about that. You really want to... They are, Nickel. They are. They need to get these drawers facing the right way. They're not practically functional for people at the bed. Can you imagine how annoying it would be in the middle of the night if you were, like, reaching for your heart medication and the drawer was on the opposite side facing away from the bed? You're just dead. I'm sorry, man. Saradomin guided my staff to obliterate you. Can you imagine just, like, how powerful I must be that I'm fighting this man in full armor in front of me, flesh and blood, and then I just hit him with my staff and there's nothing left but bones? Like, there's not even any blood. My God, what have I done? I've, like, vaporized his flesh. All of his skull is missing. There's like a fibia, a femur, maybe an ulna. That's it. It is, Mather. Like, when you get that arrow shot, and it's just like, all that's left is bones. It reminds me of in the movie Hot Fuzz, when the guy's asking the policeman, like, is it true there is a place that you could shoot a person in the head that will make it blow up? That's kind of this. It is like Terminator, I guess. Traitor, I trusted you when you killed my brother under secret command. I like how, like, what do you mean traitor? Like, what kind of a slur is that? Is that all you got? I know, it is shame, Alex. It's like, well, I guess you're right. He did trust me. Let me lay down my arm. He trusted me. I won't debase myself by begging for mercy. Do what you will. Answer my questions. Ask them. Why were you helping Lord Ioworth? It was a simple alliance of monarchs. I would help Lord Ioworth defeat the other elven clans by summoning the Dark Lord, and he would help me get rid of Tyrus and conquer Camelot. Right. My father, King Althus, ruled all of Kandarin, including Camelot, and both halves of the city of Ardorn. I am his eldest son. All of Kandarin should have been my birthright. That totally makes sense. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? It's right. It's yours because you were born. That's right. Not because of your merit, or because of your integrity, or because of your actions, but just by virtue of you being born. I'm sorry. You're right. Let me roll this back. Then another so-called King Arthur arrived out of nowhere with his knights and their round table. He claimed to be from another world, but I don't believe it. Well, he did pull a sword from the stone. I don't think you did that. My father kicked the Sinclairs, good, loyal subjects, out of their castle and gave it to this new king. I don't know. Not everything was as it was meant to be at the Sinclair mansion, if you know what I mean. Not only that, he then declared that the kingdom should be split between me and my idiot younger brother Tyrus. Don't worry about your idiot brother. You mean the one that you had me kill? Yep, did that. I could not stand by and let the kingdom be fragmented. When I ascended to my half-throne, I made it my mission to unify my father's kingdom under my rule. Lord Ioworth promised to help me with that. You know, I'm pretty sure that Sauron does not share power. I know he gave you a ring, but yeah, anyway, you just keep that. You hold on to that. Did you know the Mourners were going to kill everyone in West Ardorn? They were going to kill everyone in West Ardorn? Oh no, I had no idea. Wink. Please spare my life. Big smile. Mina, good evening. You're lying. All right, I knew it. I like how quickly he's like, all right, fine. Yeah, I knew. It was a blessing. The end of the tedious plague hoax and a way to get rid of some useless excess population. It was a blessing. A Zamorakian blessing. Blood for the blood god. I was going to remake West Ardorn as a grand formal garden for the use of myself and my court. Much better than the eyesore it is now. Oh man, this guy. I'm just saying Ioworth. I hope that's what it is. I don't know. So I like how, I mean, this guy is like as evil and unbelievable as it gets. It's like, yes, I was going to kill everyone there and then build a garden on top of their bones. What's wrong with this again? Who is the Dark Lord? You know, I used to assume it was Zamorak, but I don't even know anymore. He's just off his rocker. He's laughing. He's like, it doesn't even matter. They give me power, me take the power. What do I care? As long as it helps Lord Ioworth and he helps me, it could be anyone at all. Okay, buddy. Enough questions. So I'm at your mercy, traitor. What is to be my fate? I like how he's like getting all edgy about it. He's like completely admits to everything, just lays it out that he's unbelievably evil, and then he's like got attitude. This dude is a piece of work. You need to pay with your death. I'm killing a lot of people. I killed his brother. It's only right that I kill him too. His brother didn't even deserve it. He deserved it. This one I don't have to lose sleep over. That's right. Consider the garden. It'd be beautiful. So dies the last true king in Gielinor. Whoa. By birthright. So King Roly-Poly is not birthright. Well, whatever. True kings are a bunch of garbage anyway. So, you're out of here. You killed him. After what he was doing in West Ardoin, I can't blame you. But even so, I don't think I've had the guts to kill a king. It's actually pretty easy. Once you've done it once, it just kind of rolls right off the wrist. I'll make things from here. Or I'll take things from here. I'll make sure we clear the mourners out of West Ardoin. The next in line to the throne is Lathis' cousin, Thoros, so I'll make sure he's installed. You should return to your elf friends wherever you saw them last. The bloodline is gone. Now, maybe we can actually promote a person to be the ruler based on their merit and honor, integrity, ideas. I don't know. What's the thing about Vargas, huh? I guess that's... It does, Nick, man. You gotta have all options on the table to be a real king. And to have been born the king. Ladies distributing swords is also a good one. Just a peaceful walk through a completely harmless forest. I seem to have fallen in a hole. That hurt a little bit. I can teleport us back. I'm ready, man. Hit me. You did it. The mourners are in full-scale retreat from West Ardoin. Yes, you've stopped Lord Iolworth for now. But sooner or later, he'll find another way to call on the Dark Lord's power. There's only one way to stop him, and that's to regrow the city before he does. How will regrowing the city defeat Lord Iolworth? Whoever grows the city controls the city. Oh, time to grow it. Lord Iolworth Privinus would be, or Prifdinas would be dominated by the Iolworth clan. Elves of other clans would be second-class citizens at best, and he could use the city as a base from which to conquer the human lands. Okay, that sounds bad. If we were to regrow the city first, using the power of the 8 clans rather than the power of the Dark Lord, the city would be under our control. We could make it into its old self, a city shared between the 8 clans. Who is the Dark Lord? All I know is that it's a source of great magical power, and it's associated with death and with the Temple of Light. Everything else I've heard is an unsubstantiated legend. Even the legends are vague. The Dark Lord is the ultimate evil, a boogeyman to scare children with. When humans first heard about the Dark Lord, they assumed it was an elven way of talking about Zamorak, the ultimate evil of their mythology, but there's no evidence that they're the same being. This speculation is wasting time. Whatever the Dark Lord is, it's Lord Iolworth's ally, which means it's our enemy. That's all we need to know. Hey, Seamus, my friend, good evening. I have not tried it yet. Okay, what do I do now? We need you to find the leaders of the 8 elven clans. Obviously, we can't expect Lord Iolworth to help with this, but I know enough about the magic required to take his place. We already have Lord Kadarn. That leaves 6 to find. Arianwin is Lord Kadarn? Kadarn it! My name's out there. I am. I vowed not to use my title until I had led my clan out of exile and back in to Prifdinas. With your help, that day is close at hand. You should go back to Letya. Gwir, the scribe, will be able to help you find the 6 remaining elders. You should speak to her next. I can teleport you back between here and Letya. Are you ready to go? Yes, teleport me. I can let you go back to Letya. I was thinking exactly the same thing, Nick, man. It's a good place, right? So, let's see. I hope they'll let you. Here's Gwir writing away. Dr. Incompetent, great to see ya. I need to find the elders. You're gonna find the lost elders? If you were anyone else, I'd say it was impossible. But you might have a chance. They're very scary. They're similar to the dark elf that we saw down in the basement of Prifdinas, the overseer. Gwirs are a little bit redder, though. I like how this is the second time in this quest that this has happened. And it's a real testament to the character's power. Which is, you get to this point, and like, yeah, they look like they're on the skooma hard. Like, Gwir is basically able to write these histories nonstop because of a skooma problem. But what I mean is, people are really starting to view you as heroic at this point. They're like, wow, you get things done, you're pretty good, and, you know, my reputation precedes me. There's a book on the bookcase here with clues to where they went. Once you've read the book, you should talk to me again so I can explain the riddle to you. I have some items I think you'll need. Lost Elders. I mean, there's a whole book called The Lost Elders. It's great. Lady Traherne journeyed south from the well. Okay. Lord Crywee's brothers call to him when they are wounded. Right. Lady Ithel put her soul into her greatest work. Good idea. Lord Amlod sleeps the sleep of the uncalled. I hope to sleep that tonight. That sounds pretty comfortable. Lady Heffen walked westward on the water. Impressive. And Lady Myler brewed a map in the dungeon of the kin. Okay. I got it. I don't got it. Good. I read it. Great to see you. Hit me. Elders. I see you've got the book. I don't know exactly where the elders are, but I can help you interpret the riddle. Which part would you like me to explain? Oh, nice, Sir Theodore. I like how that was a book. That's really not much of a book. That was, 1.25 pages of entries there. Hit me with the first one. Traherne. Lady Traherne journeyed south from the well. The Traherne clan are masters of mining and smithing. You'll likely need to use one of those skills in order to follow her footsteps. Also, I don't expect that well is an ordinary well. Is there an important well you've encountered on your journey to these lands? Many. Lord Cruis. Lord Cruis's brothers call to him when they are wounded. The Cruis clan are experts in farming and woodcutting. Lord Cruis had a magical connection with trees. He would even say that the trees were his brothers. Go chop down as many trees as you can until you hear them crying. That's right, Nick Man. Well, now we know how, when gets the books out so quick. Weir gets the books out so quickly. Weir writes 2 sentences and it's a book. Lady Ithel put her soul into her greatest work. Lady Ithel was the architect of Letya. She considered it her greatest work as it captured some of the beauty of Prifddinas without using any of Saren's crystals. Sadly, I don't think you'll find Lady Ithel. She passed away shortly after finishing work on Letya. Alright. Lord Amlod. So this is where the 75 in all skills comes in. Lord Amlod sleeps the sleep of the uncalled. I have something of Lord Amlod's, a summoning charm. I don't know what he meant it to be used for, but you might be able to use it. Free up a space, right. Lady Heffen. She walked westward on the water. The Heffen are the most spiritual of the clans. There are some legends of holy people walking on water, but I don't know if Lady Heffen was quite that holy. It might not have been just any water, though. The water is an old name for the marsh on the southwest of Letya, from before it became known as the Poison Waste. Okay. Lady, Malier. Lady Malier brewed a map in the Dungeon of the Kin. I'm not aware of Lady Melior ever making a map, and I don't know where the Dungeon of the Kin might be. I don't think it's anything in Elven lands, but it could be something you've heard of further away. Oh, it is. It's a demon heim of a walk, if you know what I mean. I do have a potion recipe that she left, though. You might even find it useful. Okay, I gotta free up another space. And what about Kadarn and Ioworth? Lord Kadarn was the only leader not to go into hiding. You've met him. He's Arianwen. He vowed not to use his proper title until the clans were reunited in the reborn Prif. As for Lord Ioworth, he's the one that the other clan leaders were hiding from. You're not going to get him on your side, but perhaps an ally in the Priftanas Undercity will stand in for him. Alright, that's it. Yeah, exactly. I keep churning out the books. I need to find Amy. And Melior. Excellent. Ah, clever, Nickman. That's definitely how I'm sure Ioworth feels himself about himself. Sweet. Okay, so at this point, we now need to go interpret the riddles of the elders, and we've got the clues to help us go do that. And we'll get into that next week. It's a good place, as Nickman was mentioning, to kind of stop off, and then we can return at this point in this kind of like new segment of the quest next week. Everyone, it is indeed my bedtime, and I'm having a great time with this quest, and I'm excited to see how it all plays out, get verification on who this Dark Lord really is, and hopefully make a new city, because if we can do that, I think I'll have every single lodestone if we can bring Priftanas back. I mean, at least the ones I can see on my map. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Not bad, Nickman. Hermie. Okay, Sir Theodore, cool. Sir Theodore, Siloom. Was it? It is a Piscacat. It really is. No, a Piscacat's busy playing Dragon Age, I think. Alex, Karas, Zago, Lady Mina, Nickel, Tape Man. Hiram. Kiva. Oh, okay, Alex. I'll see you on Sunday then. Yes, Viva la Revolution indeed. Take care, everybody.